What is up, comic fam? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and today we're going to be looking at a key comic haul stuff that I've acquired over the past few weeks, as well as an AOK from an amazing community member. But before that, check this out. Real quick, let's give a big thank you to the channel sponsors, Justin Comics. If you're looking to get any books cleaned or pressed, be sure to hit Justin Comics up on Instagram. He can get those books taken care of for as little as $10 per book. He has some of the fastest turnaround times, as well as he can submit those books to CGC and CBCS directly for you. Be sure to use that promo code WeAreLegion and take advantage of the buy two, get the third free pressing offer that we have going on right now. Also, a big shout out to the channel sponsor, Big Time Collectibles. They're the ones that send the books for the monthly Legion loot giveaway. If you're in the market for any amazing exclusive variants, high-end ratios, or placing an FOC order, be sure to hit up their website, bigtimecollectibles.com. You can also follow them on Instagram and Facebook. Wow, I'm blurry. Let's fix that. So like I said earlier in the video, today we have a key comic haul as well as an AOK from an amazing community member. So let's start with that AOK. So this is from a good friend, Paul, aka Sector 2815 over on YouTube. If you haven't checked him out, definitely go do that. I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description below. He does some amazing news segment videos where he's like months and months ahead on what's going to be happening. Oh, dude. That is fire. But yeah, that's how a lot of the stuff that I find out about and talk about, I actually get from his channel. Like instead of like going and deep diving the information myself, he'll do these videos where he kind of goes through some of his stuff as well as does a news segment. He's always, I think he's like 3 months ahead. And like that's where I found out about the Nice House taking the hiatus, a lot of upcoming titles and stuff before I first see him in solicitations myself. But let's look at what he sent me. I've got that Sector 2815 sticker. Got 2 of those. Those are really cool. Dang, those came out good. That is awesome. I love that image with the fishes coming at you. It reminds me of these old paperbacks that came out in like the late 90s. I love those things. So what he sent me, dude, I'm very excited about this, is Why the Last Man, Volume 1. So when that series started on Hulu FX, we were talking about it, how I haven't read the book yet, and how at this point, I guess I was just going to watch the show before reading the book. It helped out a lot with Invincible. Like I had read the first few issues of Invincible back in the day. Get mommy read book. Mommy read it. And not knowing what was coming made Invincible a lot better. So I was going to do the same thing with Y, and now the series got canned after that first season. So this is perfect. I'll be able to pick up book 1 as well as, or volume 1 and volume 2 and get back into this. And man, dude, that is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, very much so looking forward to that. I'm trying to get through Fables right now. I'm on that second volume. Also have volume 1 of Saga to start reading. I'm about to have to like kind of lay off some of the new comic book day reads that I do and start diving deeper into those trades, or do like my buddy Brent does. He adds like 1 issue a week to his back issues into his new comic book day pile. Got to do something. All right, next up, I've got 3 key comics to go through today, and one of them I bought outright, and the other 2 I actually won in a raffle. Now, I don't normally do raffles, but I'll talk about that here shortly. And the one that I won I mean, the one that I bought outright, I bought for a specific reason. So my son's name is Finn, but his first name is Remy. And so like I made sure early on to get all of Gambit's big issues because Gambit's name is Remy. And then with Monkey, the little one that just walked up here, her name is Lara, Lara, after because of Superman lore. Superman's mom. It's also Superman's daughter in the Frank Miller Batman universe, where Superman and Wonder Woman had a kid together named Lara Kent. And then there was another one, and this one's actually gotten a little more relevant here lately. You have Lara Lane Kent from the Injustice universe, where Superman and Lois actually had a kid, and that's what I got is that first appearance of Lara Lane Kent. So while this one has kind of gotten a little bit of heat on it here recently, I think it goes for like $20 to $30 on average right now. This is speculated to be the Supergirl from the upcoming Flash movie, and I mean it's kind of striking resemblance there, from her outfit design to the haircut. So I'm hoping that is that one, because that'd be cool to get like the first like major screen DC movie since Helen Slater with Supergirl, and it be Lara instead of Kara, since my daughter's name is Lara. But I thought that was awesome. It was a great time to pick this up. And it's not a 9.8 copy. It's definitely a near mint copy, but I do see it's got a color break. It's got one, but I think it would take away the 9.8. But anyways, I didn't like getting it to resell anyways. Just didn't have a copy. Thought I'd get a copy. And Tom Taylor actually wrote all the Injustice comics. They get high praises, and which is odd because I normally read most Tom Taylor stuff. It's just something that I'm not up to speed on, but it's all available on the DC Universe app, so I'll probably end up checking it out there over time. Just yet another thing, back issue stuff that I would love to read that got to find time to do that with. But the next stuff I want to talk about, it is stuff that I won on the raffle. And I won this on Instagram. There was a channel called Panel Surfing, who I will also link down below. Be sure to give him a follow. Awesome guy, puts up awesome stuff on there. And he posted these two books, and one of them has been on my radar. I've been trying to get for a while. And it's one of those situations where when you first see it, you're like, ooh, $40. It's kind of steep. I don't want to spend $40 right now. Then out of nowhere, it jumps to a $140 book. And you're like, God, should have bought it at $40. So now it was one of those things that I wasn't going to pick one up until I find one in the wild or for one of those killer deals. But he was putting a raffle for that book and one other book it's also, the other book is in the family collection, but I would have loved to have one as well. And the raffle I decided to do because it was going to a good cause. He wasn't just raffling it off and pocketing the cash. It was for charity, and the charity was for the Miscarriage Association, which is I guess it's a 501c3 that raises funds to help with the prevention and all kinds of stuff, and the after effects and the fallout from miscarriages, which is a very, very sensitive topic. And I thought that was like a cool thing to be doing. So I went in and I donated. I actually donated a little bit past what I got spots for, and I ended up winning it. It blew my mind. I didn't expect to win it. And so these are the books that I got from it. So the first one is the Swamp Thing issue 50 anniversary issue, which is the first team appearance of the Justice League Dark. Now, they're not named the Justice League Dark in it, but it's the first, I guess you would say, unofficial Justice League Dark appearance. You got Etrigan, my man, Swamp Thing, Spectre, Deadman, Dr. Fate. You have Zatanna, Zatara, Constantine. I mean, you have a whole slew of people in here. And if you've never checked this book out, go find it digitally or something, just read it. This is one of the most savage reads I've ever seen. There's like the scene when they're all doing a seance, and because of the energies and the dark magic they're dealing with, it starts roasting people at the table, and you can't let go of the hands and break the seance. And Zatanna was about to get roasted, and her father pulls all that dark magic into himself, and he literally just explodes and burns to death with Zatanna holding his hand, and she's not able to let it go. Like her dead, burned, charred up, deceased father, just a corpse. She's having to hold his hand to keep the seance going. It's a rough book, and the demon shows out in it too. He's always showing out, just rhyming and murking people. He's awesome. But the last book, the big book out of them that I was super excited to get, that I've been after was Marvel Premiere. Now, Marvel Premiere is a fantastic series. So many big books in it. Like, that's the series where Warlock kind of changed his name from him to Warlock, and that's a big deal right now with the upcoming Guardians movie and him appearing in the MCU films. But one of the ones I was looking for that I was super happy to get was Marvel Premiere number 28, which is the first appearance of the Legion of Monsters. So that bad boy was a product of the 70s when you're getting all kinds of team books from all over the place. Like, they also have like the Champions with Hercules and stuff on it, but this one is just fantastic. You got Man-Thing on there, Morbius, Werewolf by Night, Ghost Rider. This is kind of like the Marvel equivalent of the Justice League Dark. You know, they predate the Justice League Dark. This was 1976 and Justice League Dark is 1986. So very awesome stuff right here. And yeah, I seriously don't think it's as good of a read as the Justice League Dark stuff, but it's still really cool. So a raw copy of this bad boy. So I wrote it down somewhere. Last sold for $170, and they took a best offer on it, but they also had a last sold right before that for $182. So it's kind of jumped up. It's going crazy. And this is a good copy. There's some spine ticks. It has some love on it, but it's definitely a good quality copy. The most spine-tingling team-up of all. Action in the mysterious Marvel manner. So that's really cool. And the Justice League Dark book, that's going for about like $30 to $40 and like a raw copy, which that's one that people should be snagging up, one of those sleeper keys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Just wanted to share those with y'all. Thanks Sector 2814 and Panel Surfing. Be sure to check out those people. Their links are in the description below. And I'd like to give a big shout out to all the channel members. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for going the extra mile and supporting the channel. It really helps me be able to do what I do, and I'm looking forward to doing that first Legion loot giveaway this coming Sunday on At Week's End. We'll draw for the first winner of those big-time collectible books, and I'll be sharing out on Instagram through the week the books that will be included in it, as well as going over them on the At Week's End itself. So definitely consider joining the channel if you haven't already. The join button is down below next to the subscribe button. And until next time, guys, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.